What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Lili and this is where I document my real estate investing journey and bring you guys along with me. And today I'm super excited for this video, and to really start this series, this is going to be my first time flipper series. Yes, I am not wholesaling this house behind me. I am going to be flipping it, keeping it instead of selling it once it's done, and adding it to my rental portfolio. So if you guys have seen any of my past videos, you've probably seen my series where I documented my first wholesaling deal over the course of 8 episodes. And so this is going to be documenting these first flips that I'm doing. And it's not just this house. We have a few others that I'm going to take you guys to today. In this episode, just going to tour them, see what type of condition they're in, get an idea of what's going on. And in future episodes, we're going to talk about how I learned how to do this, and most importantly, how I got the money and the funding to do it, and of course how you guys can do the exact same thing. So if you're ready for that, I know I am. Don't forget to change the color of that like button, and let's go inside and see what the heck we're dealing with. All right guys, so this property is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. I'll give you a tour in a moment, but to get an idea of how I got this property, I was actually wholesaling a property down the street, and I was talking with the real estate agent, and she was telling me that the seller actually had some more properties that he was looking to get rid of, and did I want to check them out? And at that time I was like, yeah, definitely check them out. You know, I could possibly wholesale them is what I was thinking. But as I got in here and I figured out what price he was asking, these were some really good deals. And as you can see, this place is not very nice. It's kind of in disarray, but there's actually quite a bit of materials here. And the reason is the previous owner had a contractor who wasn't really doing the best job. He wasn't doing the best work. And he kind of just disappeared one day. And so that's why the seller was over it and just wanted to sell. But a lot of the work has actually been done already. And I'll give you guys a walkthrough in a moment, show you some of the materials, show you some of the work that's already done. All of it is not that great. We're gonna have to undo some of it, and I'll show you that too. But because the seller was so motivated, he was so fed up of dealing with that contractor and just this house not being done, I was able to get it at a really good price. And for this one, I'm actually using a private money loan that funded 100% of the purchase for me. And then I'm gonna be using some of my wholesale proceeds that I've made over the past few months to finish out this renovation. And I'm really looking forward to it. This is gonna be a fun project. This is a cool little house, and there's a surprise out back that I'll show you guys in a moment. But first, let's get a tour of what this main house looks like. So this is the front living room, and you can see that we've got these hardwood floors here, but it stops right here and doesn't go into that bedroom. And so the rest of the hardwood floors are right here and right here. Those need to finish out being installed. We've also got tile right here, and I'll show you in a moment where we're using that, as well as just like some caulking and other materials and trash. Plywood that is super expensive right now, so that's nice. And this bedroom right here, I missed. All right, so this bedroom, sorry, the lighting is bad. We don't have electricity in this house, but this bedroom, well, the electricity is just not on. There's electricity, it's just turned off right now. But this bedroom used to be the garage, actually. This is the front of the house right here. This was turned into a bedroom and a bathroom. So this is like the main suite, which really raises the value of this house because it used to be a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and it's now a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, which is really, really awesome. And there's also a lot of materials in here as well. Let me give you a little bit of a better look. So if you notice around the edges of the walls where they meet the floor, there's no trim. All of the trim is right here, so that will get cut to length and installed throughout the house. And then we've also just got a bunch of stuff that the contractor left. I don't know how much of this is gonna be usable or, you know, what we're gonna have to throw away, but that's here. And then remember I said this used to be the garage and they added a bathroom. So this bathroom is kind of a mess right now. This used to be the old electrical panel. Obviously you cannot have that in the shower wall. So what they did was they ran the electrical up and over and down to this wall. But I just had an electrician in here the other day and he was really not feeling where this was positioned. And so we took it off of this wall. And if we come over here into this closet, you see now we're on the back side of that bathroom. We're gonna move it and put it in there. That goes into the kitchen. I'll show you that in a moment. But now it'll be in a closet, which is a dry space, rather than on this wall in a wet area. And that'll be a lot safer. So that's the living room and the front bedroom and bathroom, that suite. What we have next is the kitchen, and we've got some more materials right here. This is actually the kitchen backsplash. So this tile is pretty nice tile, and it's gonna go in the kitchen backsplash. So it's nice that we've got a good amount of that. All of the materials and stuff in here were included in the sales price, so there's a little bit of a lowering to the rehab budget because we have a lot of materials in here already. So let's check out the kitchen. This honestly is not my favorite color scheme for a kitchen, so we're deciding if we're going to paint the kitchen, but for the most part, everything you need is here. This is the back side of that closet where the electrical panel is gonna be, but you're not gonna see it because there's gonna be a fridge here. If we ever need to do any electrical work, you can just move the fridge really easily and access that panel. We also, we're gonna have the oven and a microwave right here, a dishwasher. Here's the double sink that's gonna go in. Right now, the countertops haven't been cut, so we have to cut them to length and put the hole for the sink. But that's pretty much it for the kitchen, except for the flooring. So one thing we're trying to figure out with the flooring is what to do. And I'll show you kind of what I'm talking about. So coming from that front door, we've got the original hardwoods, right? But the hardwoods stop. So right here is hardwood, and right here, yeah, so let me see if I can get a good look at this. So, front door, not original hardwoods, new hardwoods, right? This is all new, relatively new, right? And then you'll see right here, we've got 3 floorings going on. So we've got the new hardwood, the original hardwood, some other old hardwood, and some plywood. So there's a lot going on in this space. And so we had to kind of think with my contractor about what's gonna be the best and the most cost-effective solution. What we kind of are coming up with is to take this line right here where the living room stops and stop the hardwood right there. And then everything over here, from this little entryway that we're in, to the kitchen, to this dining area, and back there in the laundry room will just be tile. So we'll have a tile area back here, hardwoods up there, and the tile will just continue because this space, the reason that the flooring stops right there and isn't the same is because this space, and you can kind of see it because of that beam, used to be a back porch and the previous owner enclosed it. So it's really nice because it's extra square footage, but we're gonna have to, get a good flooring solution. So that's why I wanna do tile throughout this whole area. We've got a nice little dining area and a laundry room, which is already drywalled and mudded and taped. We just need to paint it and finish out the electrical connections. You've got washer and dryer hookups and some more materials. So that's the kitchen in the back area. Now let's go over to the other 2 bedrooms. So again, remember this was a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom originally. So these are the original bedrooms. We've got 1 bedroom right here, not in bad shape at all. We've got what will be just like a linen closet right here once we get a door and some shelves. We've got another bedroom right here. And that's where we run into some trouble. So let me show you guys what's going on. So when we come out of that 2nd bedroom and across the hall, we've got a bathroom right here and a water heater closet here. Let me show you the water heater closet first. The hookups are there, but there's no water heater. So we're gonna have to get that installed. It's probably gonna cost between $1,000 and $1,200 for the new water heater and to get it installed by a professional. And then we've got this bathroom, which to be honest, guys, this is really upsetting me and my homegirls. So it looks like it's, partially done. We've got the shower tile, which is almost done, a tub, and then we've got tile on the floor. That's the toilet, and this is where the sink will hook up. But the problem is that previous contractor installed this tile right onto the sheetrock. That's not correct. This is not waterproof. Tile, you know, in the grout lines and in between, water's gonna get through and that's gonna rot out and mold these walls. And he also did a similar thing on the floor where he installed the tile right onto the plywood. Again, not waterproof. So all of this has to be ripped out. So yeah, this is actually, I like the idea of having the same tile on the walls as on the floor, and we're probably gonna do that again, but it just stinks that, yeah, all this is gonna have to be ripped out, and when it does get ripped out, these tiles are probably gonna crack, so shucks darn. But what can you do? You know, still just a one-day job to demo all this out, and then a few days to get the tile put back in. Before we head over to 2 more properties that are in similar condition and being renovated right now, let's check out the outside and the surprise, just super benefit that this property has out back. Because there are a lot of materials in here and materials are really expensive right now, we just have these pieces of drywall up on the window so that people can't look in. So let me see if I can get this back up here. Okay, so back to the outside. Obviously the exterior of this house needs some work, but the good thing is that the roof is actually brand new, and what we're gonna do is put vinyl siding. So right now, if you come a little bit closer, and you see like right here where the siding is kind of dented, this is cement board siding. It is not asbestos, which is nice. So it can just be ripped off without any extra you know, services to make sure the asbestos doesn't get into anyone, because there's no asbestos here. So that's gonna get ripped off. Vinyl siding is gonna go on. We're gonna put some new shutters and everything. And I'm thinking about making one of the episodes in this series where I show you guys all of the rehab costs for every single item. So you get an idea of what does a $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 rehab look like. So if you guys think that that is a good idea and you want to see a video breaking down the rehab costs of all of these properties, leave your favorite rehab or construction related emoji in the comments below. And for now, let's go check out the backyard. This backyard is a mess. Like, there's going to be a big chunk of the rehab budget going towards just getting this cleared and landscaped. I don't know if we're going to do real grass or astroturf or what we're going to do. You can see that there's a deck right here. We're gonna get that cleaned up, but wood is really expensive right now, so we'll have to figure out if we're replacing it or just gonna kind of refurbish it. But the greatest thing is that that house back there has plumbing and electricity, and so that is actually gonna be separate living space. And I'll work my way through this jungle now to show you guys what that looks like. But I'm really excited about that part because while I'm renovating these properties, for the most part, I'm hiring professionals. But in that space, that's gonna be my DIY space to show you guys how I'm learning, you know, to do drywall and lay flooring and install all the different things that an amateur can do. I'm still gonna leave the professional stuff to the professionals, but I think that's gonna be a really cool project. So let's go take a look. Hello. Ugh. Oops. All right, so this space looks a mess right now, but it actually has everything we need. Mainly this bathroom and the electrical. So right here is actually going to be the entryway to the bathroom, and then you've got your sink hookup right here. You've got a shower hookup, so there's the shower drain and there's where the shower head can go, and then you've got a toilet hookup on this side. Okay, so that is the bathroom, and then over here we're gonna tap into this plumbing that is already there for the shower, and we're gonna put kitchen cabinets kind of like in an L shape and put a little kitchenette with a sink and stuff. We've got a hot water heater, and we've got electrical that runs to its own electrical panel on the back, so this area can have separate utilities. And then it's just gonna kind of be a 1-bedroom studio once we get it all cleaned up and made to look nice. We've also got some extra drywall materials that'll be used to go on the wall. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually pretty excited about this space because I know it looks bad, but it's only about 250 square feet. So it's not gonna cost a lot to get this taken care of. And it's a small enough project that I'll be able to handle a lot of things of myself and show you guys what it looks like to DIY in your own flips. All right guys, so this is house number 2. We're actually gonna be going to one more, house number 3, where the contractors are there now getting some stuff done. So don't leave yet because we've got some more stuff to show you. This house is from the same owner as house number 1. Same situation, there's some materials in here. Contractor has done some of the work, but not all of it. The first thing I noticed when I saw this house is that I do not love this color scheme. So we are gonna be painting it. And I thought that we were gonna replace the roof, but I'll put some footage up right here. The other day I came by here with my roofing contractor and he showed me, we climbed up there, it was fun, but he showed me all the things that you should look for to determine if you just need to service a roof or if you actually need to replace it. And this one, even though I don't like the brown color, is just serviceable. It does not need to be replaced yet, so we're gonna spend $700 to service it rather than $7,000 to replace it. Also, one more thing I wanna say is that when you buy a house that's been vacant for a really long time, generally people know it's vacant, so they park in the parking lot as extra space. And usually once they see you start showing up and they see that you guys are doing work, they'll stop parking there. So this guy, he lives next door. He's not gonna park here anymore because the workers will be parking here to start renovating the house. But just something, you know, you might have to knock on a door or two to figure out whose car it is. But generally they'll stop parking there once they realize that the property's being worked on. So that said, let's go check out the inside. Okay, this house smells really bad. I don't know how much these masks are gonna help, but at least it's something. But let's go check it out. Oh, so bad. So you can see there are some materials in the house. This one is much closer to being in livable condition. We're not gonna do anything except clean up the floors. We're gonna have tile floors. Let's start with the source of that bad smell over here in the bathroom. So this house is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. So we've got bedroom, 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 and bathroom. And you can't see it right now, but I'll show you in a moment. The smells in here are like sewer smells because there's no toilet and they didn't kind of cap off that toilet pipe, and so you're getting sewer smells. Work is gonna start in here tomorrow or Tuesday, so in 2 days, and they'll be covering that up, getting a toilet installed, and hopefully airing this place out a little bit. Okay, so this is the bathroom I was talking about, and there's the toilet line, which is, you know, the source of the bad smells. Once that's done and this wall is sealed and painted, then this bathroom will be pretty much ready. We've got the bedrooms that are pretty good to go, and you can see that the flooring is different, so we're just gonna have carpet in the bedrooms. Same thing, this second bedroom over here. This floor reminds me of elementary school. We'll get new blinds. The ceilings have already been painted. Some of the rooms have been painted, but then there's like stuff like that. So this is a pretty small room. This whole thing will get painted. And then we've got a 3rd bedroom over here. Same thing, carpet, paint, and we'll get the trim that is right there. We'll get that trim installed after the carpet goes in. If you come this way, you can see the kitchen. And first things first, we got a bunch of brand new doors, which is nice. These are all the doors for the bedrooms and the bathroom and stuff, so they'll get installed. We've got some chairs, some wood, some random stuff, but the kitchen is actually in really good condition. So you can see we've got new Formica countertops. I don't know if these cabinets are actually new. They look to be in pretty good condition, but they are at least have been painted. We've got a new dishwasher. Still need to cut a hole for the sink, but the cabinets look really good. Some of them are even painted closed, so I'll have to get that taken care of. And that's pretty much it. We got a garage right here. It's full of junk, but we'll get that cleaned out. And, oh yeah, they finished most of the kitchen backsplash. So if you come over here and get a closer look, you'll see that they did everything except this top line, but we've got most of the tile here. It just needs to be cut just a little bit so that it'll fit in there. And then we still have to grout between this. So this might actually be a project that I come over here and take on myself. We'll see, but it's something relatively simple. And then just get this place cleaned up. We'll get knobs and hardware onto the kitchen cabinets, and then we'll be ready to go. Here we go. Yeah. So that's house number 2. Let's head over to house number 3, where there is a ton of work happening right now. So let's go check in with the contractors. All right, guys, welcome to house number 3. This is a huge, like 4,000 something square foot duplex. And as you can tell, they're painting it. I'll put a picture up of what it looked like before, but I think it's gonna look so much better. I'll show you guys that in a moment. But just for some context, those 2 houses we just left, house 1 and house 2, we closed on those just a few days ago, whereas this house has been closed for about 3 weeks, so that's why it's under renovation. We're gonna check out the inside and see what's going on. We've got one side that's being renovated, the other side is still occupied. That tenant is actually buying their own house in a few weeks, so they'll be moving out, and the workers who are on this side will be switching over to that other side and getting started. So let's go see what they've been up to. So one of the first things to start after we purchased the house was for them to start inside. And just yesterday, I think, they started painting the outside. So this used to be like brown, orangish, like just not good. I'll show you some pictures. But with the white, I'm really liking it, especially because the whole house, everywhere there's trim, so around the windows, around the garage, like where you see the brown is actually gonna be this color gray. And I think it looks really good so far. So yeah, super exciting to see the outside. I think that the curb appeal of a property really changes, you know, people want to live there because it looks really nice, looks really new. And when the property goes to get appraised at the end of this whole renovation process, it means that the appraiser, you know, they're gonna have a better feeling about the property if not only the outside looks new and fresh, or not if only the inside looks new and fresh, but if the outside looks new and fresh as well. As we go through this series, like I told you guys, we're also gonna be talking about how I funded these deals, what the rehab is. We're gonna keep you guys updated with how the renovations are going, what strategy I'm using, why I'm not selling these after I, you know, pick them after the renovations are done. What else are we gonna talk about? We'll talk about everything. And if there's anything that you guys wanna know and wanna cover in this first time flipper series, comment it down below and I'll be making videos about it. So let's go check out the inside. All right, guys, so there were workers in here and it was pretty loud, so I didn't want to make too much noise. But as you can see, we already painted the kitchen cabinets. Those countertops are going to be getting replaced with quartz. We've got most of this luxury vinyl plank flooring in. That fireplace has been painted gray. I love it. Back door still needs to be repaired. The flooring on the stairs actually got lost. I will be making another video about how as soon as you start working on these houses, inevitably something goes wrong. But I'll tell you guys about that in another video. So there's no flooring on the stairs yet, but there's flooring everywhere else. We still need to put the quarter round, which is basically a trim piece between the baseboard and the floor to make that look good. The whole house has been painted, trim, walls, ceilings. Cabinets in the bathroom have been painted. They're gonna get new countertops. The tub's gonna get reglazed, refinished, so that will look really good. Same thing over here. Those countertops are gonna go. There's just some trash from the floor. And yeah, that's the duplex. This is a 2,100 square foot duplex each side, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom. So it's really big. I love the open living room with that fireplace and the skylights. What do you guys think of my choice of coloring for the kitchen? I know that might have been a little bit of a bold choice with the white upper cabinets and the blue lowers, but yeah, let me know what you think. All right, guys, so between these 2 units here at the duplex, the house that we just left that smells bad, and the house with the crazy backyard that has a front house and a back house, that's 5 units right now that I'm working on renovating. And the fact that things have just grown so quickly for me is something that I really want to share with you guys. Like, you can change your whole entire life in just a couple of months through real estate investing. And that's why I want to bring you on this journey. You've seen it from house hacking to wholesaling and now to flipping and fixing up these properties to add to my rental portfolio. So thanks for being here. If there's anything you want to see on this first time flipper series, make sure to comment it down below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because episode 2 of this series is talking about how the heck I got the money to be able to purchase these properties and what the plan is money-wise. Funding is probably the most important part, if not one of the most important parts of real estate investing. That's what we're talking about episode 2. So I'll see you guys there shortly. As always, don't forget to change the color of the like button before you go, and thanks for watching.